Hello and welcome back to GP Video Podcast by Nadia. Okay, so you are seeing one of the funky colors that I have. One of my beautiful friends, Tamara, told me that Benji, her son, looks at my wigs and he really likes them. So, Tamara, if you're watching this video podcast of mine, please show Benji and tell me next time whenever you guys are coming in, one day before, what color do you want me to wear in the clinic? Okay, so now back to GP Video Podcasts, and today that I'm going to talk about, the topic that I'm going to talk about is worrying signs as peak flu season draws near. So this is a news article which is on News GP on the RACGP website, because as you guys all know that this year we are seeing an increasingly increasingly worrying number of patients with all kinds of viral diseases, especially the upper respiratory and lower respiratory tract diseases, be it RSV, be it influenza A, influenza B, COVID. And the issue is that influenza vaccines are so common, like they are being offered by the government for free for so many groups, like people who are asthmatics, people who have got other comorbid conditions like diabetics, anybody over the age of 65 for free, anybody under the age of, all the kids are free. So it's like, but I don't know, I think there is an increasing concept of going against the vaccinations at this stage in general population, especially after the COVID vaccination and the attributed side effects to it, like strokes and cancers and heart diseases, which a lot of research going on it. I do not want to comment on anything because I'm on neither side. I'm not saying that COVID vaccines cannot produce these side effects. Neither I'm saying that, nor I'm saying that, no, definitely they produce it and you should not go for the boosters. Apparently nowadays the recommendation is, and as a GP, we have to offer this to all our patients. Every 6 months, everybody, of course, above the age of 5, can have a COVID booster after every 6 months, and it's for free. So nowadays we don't have the numbers. Okay, we had number 1, number 2, number 3. No, numbers are all gone. Now, every 6 months, you need to be on top of it. You need to get a booster if you want to steer clear of COVID, or if you want to have lesser severe symptoms when you get COVID, rather than being severely sick and ending up in hospital and, God forbid, having serious complications. So this is what we offer. But I think the anti-vax or the vaccine side effects mentality has actually invaded people regarding flu as well. I see a lot of people who say, oh, we never get vaccinated for flu, which is true, which we haven't been getting over. There are so many people who don't get it because they don't need to. Their workplace doesn't require them to. But having said that, this year, especially the community that I work for, yes, I've seen so many cases of influenza A and B. Kids are getting really sick. People who are asthmatics or have COPD or have other lung conditions, fibrosis and all, they are getting very sick, ending up in hospital. And this news article that I have received, that I'm seeing, it's written on 4th of July, 2025. It says that the RACGP is urging all states to roll out free flu jabs this month to combat a surge in cases and lower than ideal vaccination rates. So the article says, as peak flu season approaches, GPs are being urged to encourage patients to get their flu jab amid rising cases and low vaccination coverage. As far as my practice is, I am concerned, whoever comes to my practice and wants to get flu, I offer them to all. And whoever wants to get flu vaccinated, I give them free of cost, because we do have a lot of government ones lying in our fridge. So I give you also. If you want flu vaccines, please come in. It comes as the West Australian government announced an extension of its free flu vaccination program for another month to the end of July, prompting the RACGP to call on all state governments to do the same. In Western Australia alone, in the year to 29 June, there have been 10,522 influenza notifications, 60.45% more than the 5-year average. 1,848 people have been hospitalized, 55% more than the 5-year average rate. And influenza vaccination coverage is 26% of all people versus a 5-year average of 33%. So over the last 5 years, 33% people were getting vaccinated, while this year it's only been 26%. Therefore, there has been so many more cases and so many more hospitalizations, 55% more hospitalization and 60% more infections. Across Australia in 2025, there have been over 150,000 lab confirmed influenza cases. So lab confirmed, there are so many people who do not go for PCR. They only get positive, they only see the positive notifications on red test. And but the lab confirmed, which is the PCR ones, are 150,000 across Australia in 2025. So from May to June 2025, monthly influenza cases more than doubled in most jurisdictions, increasing by 145% in Australian Capital Territory, 145%, and 129% in New South Wales. So you can imagine. New South Wales Health reports influenza activity has increased and is now at a high level. In the week ending June 28, data showed an increase of 42.4% in influenza notifications. So flu immunization coverage is down. So if patients haven't had a flu shot this year, now is the time. We can't be complacent. We can keep everyone safer, including those too young to get a vaccine, by reducing the severity and caseload of influenza in the community. That means fewer hospitalizations, fewer deaths, and easier recovery. So Western Australia and Queensland have led the way by making the flu vaccinations free. With the rise in cases across Australia, it's something other states could consider too. So please, everyone who ever hasn't got the flu vaccination yet and is not sick at this stage, please come and get the flu vaccination done. And again, if you are positive for influenza A, please contact your GP ASAP, because if they start Tamiflu within 48 to 72 hours, that actually also reduces the severity and combats the virus, because it's a very effective antiviral. Tamiflu can be given to anybody from kids taken more than 1 year of age. So as antivirals for COVID are not given to kids, but antivirals for influenza A, which is Tamiflu, can be given to anybody more than 1 year of age. So please tell your GP about it once you are positive on red. If you are sick, not getting better, go to your GP, get the PCR done for all the viruses. There are so many viruses they can check. There are bacteria they can check. Whooping cough is on rise. We can check you for Bordetella pertussis. So please come in and see us.